car innovations have always covered a wide range of features to target buyers. Everything from cheap compacts to big-time luxury. The Model T up to today's all-electric cars have been meant for specific demographics. Years ago, one unique automobile was meant for the hoitiest of toitiest, and this Royale hottie was called the Bugatti. Okay, I know that hottie is a lame rhyme, but seriously, you find a good word that sounds like Bugatti. Even in the earliest days of the automotive era, some car buyers wanted to set themselves apart with unique vehicles that weren't, I'll just say it, boring.
Even into the 1920s, the cars that most people are driving still have a little bit of that horseless carriage look to them. The car hasn't really evolved yet as a design object.
So where could you go if you had 30 grand in 1925 dollars to spend on a car?
If you were looking for the very best, typically you would go to Rolls-Royce in Great Britain. They had a slogan, the best car in the world.
Let's face it, if you proclaim yourself to be the best anything, you're gonna get challenged. I met up with the Henry Ford Museum's curator of transportation, Matt Anderson, to see the car that rolled over the Rolls. This is not a Rolls-Royce, but it's clearly luxurious.
Yes, this is a 1931 Bugatti Royale, one of the most luxurious and rarest cars ever built in the world.
How rare?
Only 6 of these cars were ever built, and in fact, all 6 of them still survive today, but in extremely low production.
It screams rich. Who built this?
This car was built by a gentleman named ETTORE Bugatti, born in Italy, but built his car in France. And Bugatti was someone who had the skills of an engineer, but also sort of the eye of an artist, if you will. The story behind this car is that he was at a dinner party one night in the mid-20s, and a woman had turned to him and said, "Mr. Bugatti, your sports cars are among the best in the world." But she said, "You know, if I want a real luxury car, I have to go to Rolls-Royce." And he accepted that as a sort of a challenge to build a car that would one-up Rolls-Royce.
The Royale was hand-built for German physician Joseph Fuchs, but with the rise of fascism, he fled to Canada and eventually to the US, where his customized car met a fateful end.
Fuchs had it in New Jersey, and believe it or not, he failed to drain the water out of the block over the course of one winter. And of course, the water froze, expanded, cracked the engine block. So at that point, he gave the car to a junkyard.
Luckily, a Detroit auto executive found the Bugatti, bought it for pennies on the dollar, completely restored it, and used it as his personal car before donating it to the museum. It's expensive, it's luxurious, but what's innovative about it?
I think just the overall idea of this car, a car being built without compromise, as it's sometimes described, that in and of itself was something of an innovation at the time.
How much would this car cost today, adjusted for inflation?
Well, that $43,000 in 1931 works out to well over $700,000 today.
A $700,000 car.
You know, I think in truth, it's probably worth a lot more than that. These cars are so rare and there's so few of them out there that really, it's priceless.